Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aiko, and today I will present to you about strategy to build an effective team. But before we jump into our main discussion about building an effective team, I will give you a little introduction about teamwork. So let's get started. What is teamwork? Teamwork is a collaboration between peoples to achieve their common goals while sharing responsibilities and using everyone's strength. So aside from their talent, they also need to know about sharing responsibilities and their strengths. Either they can achieve it or they want to work hard to achieve it because achieving goals is never easy. That's why it's really important for them to have responsibilities. Next, we will discuss about the characteristic about an effective team. So, an effective team, they usually have a clear purpose and goals. Second, they have open communication. By what I mean about open communication, if you have the ability, you have the courage to state your opinion to your teammate. Either it will lead to a good response or not, but if it's not a good response, you can take that as a new information for you to learn and to implement for your next project. And after you know how to do an open communication, I'm sure you will gain some trust and respect from your colleague, from your teammates, but also we need to give our trust and respect to our teammates. Fourth, an effective team also have diverse skills and perspective. Having a diverse skills in this era is very, very useful because it could help you to do a lot of tasks without any problems. And maybe you can also help your other teammates who are struggling with their problems, and it will make you achieve your goals faster. And having a perspective is more like you having a broad perspective. Having a broad perspective is also very good for us because we know how to fix some problems in a very different perspective in our life. And that is important skills that we need to have. Fifth, strong leadership. An effective team, they also have a strong leadership. Because having a strong leader is like having a strong sense of responsibility, of course, but also they have this kind of, like they have someone to look up to, they have someone to stand for with them. And six, flexibility and adaptability. Seven, accountability. And eight, focus on the result. Next, we will discuss about strategy. The first strategy is to have a clear communication. But why clear communication? Because clear communication can prevent us from many misunderstandings. It could help us to reduce our errors and confusion. Second, clear communication can help us to enhance our productivity. Why? Because it can help us faster in problem solving. And third, we can improve our decision making. If you guys already implement an open communication, like I mentioned before, you can also with that you can also improve your decision making. It's like you're trying to upgrade yourself, and after you know how to make an open communication and you're comfortable with sharing your ideas, it could help us to increase your skills in decision making. It could also clear exchange of ideas leads to better trust, which is very helpful for an effective team. And next, and not the last, but this is the last that I put in my presentation is we can boost our team morale. It could help to create an open and supportive area where the teammates, colleagues, even the leader have a safe space and have a supportive place for them to share their ideas. Next, we need to set our goals and roles. Because imagine having a team with no goals and roles, it could lead to a massage. It's a bit exaggerated, but it could lead to disaster or even the team won't work at all. So to prevent that from happening, first we need to define what is our team purpose. Second, we need to set the SMART goals. The SMART goals is divided into specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So of course we need to be specific with our team purpose. What we want to achieve. What is our main goals? And second, make sure that it is realistic or achievable. Third, relevant. Our goals must relevant with our objective or align with our objective. And then last is time bound. Time bound is deadline. So deadline is also important and crucial because deadline could help us to increase our sense of responsibility, our focus, and less our urgency, which is good for us if we really have a tight or limited time to achieve our goals. Third, we continue to the next. We have break goals into tasks. Fourth, we need to assign clear roles to each other. Fifth, communicate expectations. And last, monitor and adjust. Monitoring is very important. Like I said before, we need to track our progress. If we didn't track our progress, we couldn't know if our teammate having troubles, are the problems already solved or not. So that's why monitoring is very important. Here we have conflict resolution as the last strategy. So why? Because in our daily life, we will endure, we will come through all hardship, and conflict will always come expected or unexpected. So that's why, as a team, we need to know how to resolve this problem, how to resolve the situation. Because if we don't have the ability to resolve this kind of situation, it could lead, like I said before, it could destroy our teams and we couldn't achieve our goals according to our timeline that we set before. So, to know how to resolve the conflict, first, if you find a conflict, you must address the conflict early. And second, after you address the conflict, you need to be focused on the issue. What is the main issue? What is triggering this kind of event? How do we solve it? After that, as a colleague or as a teammate, we need to practice active listening because in in any kind of problems, our teammate will give a lot of suggestion on how to resolve this problem. So that's why we need to practice active listening in order to find the best solution for our conflict. That's why we need to find our common ground or the best solution. And lastly, after we resolve all of this, we need to brainstorm the solution together and make sure that we can finish this conflict as early as possible so it won't postpone our goals. It won't postpone us to achieve our goals. And here we have the conclusion. So the conclusion, an effective team thrives on clear goals, open communication, trust, and collaboration by embracing diversity and working together. And then that's all from me. I hope you can enjoy my presentation. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of stuttering in front of along of my presentation. And thank you for your attention once again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.